GDG Tools is a cross-platform mod that adds all sorts of brilliantly designed structures, as well as armor, weapons, handy potions, and much more to make your Ark adventures more exciting. There are currently over 60 crafting stations and structures, as well as a heap of new potions, armor, weapons, and all manner of other goodies. They start unlocking at level 1 for starter kits, all the way up to level 83 for the advanced stuff. Many of the pieces have a default futuristic neon appearance that looks really cool. When I first saw them all together, I felt like I'd walked into a nightclub and the only thing missing was the music. And if you don't like that design, they all have the option to change to one of several other skins, including the vanilla Ark look for many. To make most of the structures, you'll need to make the workbench, which is unlocked at level 3. The Indie Forge comes in 2 sizes and burns metal at a 1:1 ratio. The Smithy and Mortar has increased storage and is a 2-in-1 station, so you don't have to trip over those pesky mortar and pestles lying all over the ground. The Chem Station crafts and transmutes all sorts of cool stuff and can be skinned to the vanilla version if you don't like the default look. The Scrap Forge is an early game forge that also cooks meat. The Indie Grill cooks a little faster and has a small or large option. The Fabricator is a normal fab but a little faster, and it's been designed as some sort of tribute to, I think, the mod's playing group, so you can change to the vanilla version if you don't like that look. The Egg Station collects eggs and when powered also incubates them with a temperature control. The Cauldron cooks all of your standard dyes and recipes, as well as a handy new Wyvern milk formula. The large vault has a heap of storage and comes in 2 sizes. It can also be placed on the ground. The vault is smaller than the vanilla version and again has 2 size options. The grinder has either the skinned or vanilla version with the ability to craft and convert a heap of resources. The starter grinder is an early game grinder, but with an expected lower return of resources. Preserving bin has 2 size options, better crafting times, and can be powered by fibre in a pinch. The Jerky Station lets you make jerky at a much faster rate. Fridges are available in 3 sizes, all with extra storage, massive spoil times, and can store most perishables. The item spoiler simply spoils meat, as well as wood to charcoal and even berries to biofuel. The Glitchy Chance box is a loot box type thing where you can earn chibis, skins, and even a chance of higher tier stuff and BPs. It's a lot of fun and strangely addictive. The air conditioner has a bigger range than the vanilla version. The Tech Replicator is a smaller and fancier version of the normal Tech Rep with a few extra slots. The Uber Generator powers tech and electrical structures and uses oil, fuel, element, and even wood. The solar panel provides power but deteriorates over time, still seems to work at night though. There's also a solar power Jenny combo that takes biofuel, which lasts a long time, but will again deteriorate and need periodic repair. The farming table is where you make most of the farming stuff, as well as seeds, including those for rare mushroom and rare flower crops. It also acts as a water source. The Jackal's honey pot makes honey from rare flowers, and all while Sleepy here takes a nap next to it. The Beaver Box produces thatch from wood and sends it to the compost maker. The Poop Maker produces poop, funny enough, from stem berries and sends it to the compost maker. The compost maker also picks up poop from the area and sends fertilizer to crop plots in range. The Sap Tree passively produces sap over time. The crop plot has an auto greenhouse buff and both produces crops quicker and more of them. The farm collector can be used to collect crops and seeds from crop plots, has a heap of storage, and is also refrigerated. Potion Table lets you make all of the amazing new recipes, everything from healing and XP brews and buffs to breeding helpers. There are 2 auto turret versions. The red one is a more powerful version of the normal auto turret, and the blue one shoots tranks for something a little different. The fishing chair has a built-in esky that when using some preserving salt allows you to keep your bait fresh and your beer cold. Speaking of beer, the beer station makes beer at a much faster rate than the vanilla keg and with more slots. The ammo box makes and stores all standard and mod-related ammo, even some in bulk. Collectors can be set to automatically collect saddles, weapons, structures, and more from the ground, or alternatively, simply be used as a cool way to store the different items. The All Crafter is a station where you can craft everything you've unlocked, from stone hatchets all the way up to the tech stuff. The auto crafters will craft specific resources continually as long as there are the ingredients in the inventories. The ground collectors pick up things dropped on the ground, while the sorters will pull from the ground and farm collectors, then send things to storage set up for different items. The trough is a huge range and is refrigerated if powered by a Tech Jenny. There are some custom general building parts that all have 3 great looking skins, as well as being able to place without foundations. The one-way glass wall is especially cool. There's even a couple of early game storage boxes which are stackable and a great alternative to the vanilla ones. Apart from all the amazing looking structures, there are also many other things on offer. There's weight reduction for anything in player and dino inventories, there are reusable tools and armors that don't lose durability, there's starter kits, silent structures, some cool new weapons, better tranks, new ammo, as well as new potions and brews. Okay, pros. The visuals are great. Every piece looks amazing with so much attention to detail. There's all sorts of cool little animations and even some dynamic visual changes. The crafting stations and general storage options all function extremely well. The different size options are also fantastic, especially for smaller bases where space is at a premium. And there's so much fun to be had with the new potions and weapons and ammo. Cons? Well, not a whole heap really. The structure skin changes don't always stick with the restart on PS5, but I don't know if that's the case or not with Xbox and PC. There's a lack of setting options for console players, but the author has acknowledged this and has plans to address that in the future. The collectors take a bit of planning and setting up and do work, but I'd love to see some more options and flexibility there in future updates. Although, to be fair, I believe the sorting is still a bit of a work in progress, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that progresses. If there was ever a competition for the Swiss Army knife of mods, then this would be right up there pushing for a podium finish. The structures look amazing, even if you don't like the fancy lights and change them to something a bit more simple. The potions and brews give you plenty of options with how you play the game, as do the new weapons and ammo. And on top of those, there are so many little quality of life things that go towards making a game time much more enjoyable. In fact, there's so many new things to play with that I really haven't been able to do them all justice without a much longer video. For anyone that doesn't like having a stack of mods to load up and wants to keep things simple, while still having a heap of things that they can do with them, then you absolutely need to check this one out. I'm going to give GDG Tools 4 stars, and make sure you check out these other reviews of some mods that can perhaps add even more fun and value to your game.